My name's Soubir. Mother Nature is grandmother, Nanima. She has multiple sons and daughters, which are named as countries. India is my mother, Bharat Mata. United States of America is my aunt, Masi, Aunt Liberty. So, Mother India created me. Mother India created me. It gave me education till the high school. Then I went to Masi's place, Aunt Liberty, Liberty Masi, in the United States. I did my bachelor's, master's from the US, became an investment banker and a management consultant. Then after some time, I decided to come back to India and serve my nation. Now, when I came back to India, I was having a normal corporate career, but there was an element of entrepreneur in me. When I took up entrepreneurship in 2017, there was a lot of adverse reaction coming from all over, trust me. But you know what? I followed my passion. While following my passion, I created V&E Consulting Group. V&E, it means venture and explore. That consulting group's logo came out from when my mom said, you need to get back to investment banking career and stop venturing and exploring. Sitting at my house, don't venture and explore in your dreams. Get out, get a job. Like your other batchmates are working for top-notch investment banking firms. I said, no, Mom, entrepreneur till death. That's how I was confident. Now, pandemic came in. I had two ways to deal with the pandemic lockdown. First, lose my mind, become a lunatic, go crazy, sitting at one place. Second option was getting back to academics and being what at some point I had to become a doctor. So I started my medical school career, and meanwhile I decided, hey, when I'm done with my medicine degree, if I can bag a law degree, that will really, really, really help. Because India is working and is already a Vishwaguru. We don't use the word superpower because Vishwaguru is way ahead. I said, legal career, healthcare management, and financial markets, mainly healthcare and legal career will be boosting up in India. Because given how the nature of our country is, Shushruta invented surgery. We had the first ever surgeon in the mankind from India. Legal, diplomacy, it all started from India. We are sons and daughters of an ancient land here. So that's how I started channelizing myself into multiple careers. And while doing this fine thought came into my mind on a financial perspective. Parents and your well-wishers are all shareholders in you because they've invested their hopes and their dreams in you. Wow, you guys are live investments, huh? It feels pretty good. But how you pay them back is what matters. How you pay them back, how you make them proud. The more you make them proud, the more and the higher returns they're getting. So as a matter of fact, my dad was a top-notch management consultant globally, 44 years of experience in industries and top-notch management consulting firm. Truly brave, that's what Soubir means. And he taught me, Soubir, your life is an open book or an ocean, is infinite or infinite, however you may pronounce it. You're the master of your domain. If you feel you want to do a medicine degree, become a doctor, do it. If you think you want to be a lawyer, get your LLB, gather all the knowledge from wherever you can, because you never know which part of your knowledge Mother India would require you to represent her with across the globe. As an investment banker, as a management consultant, as a doctor, and as a diplomat, I'm very happy to represent my nation, Mother India, in front of the globe and call it a Vishwaguru. See, I'm not a perfect person. Nobody's perfect. I have infinite thoughts floating around, but time is very limited. So I got to assimilate that and talk and motivate each and every soul on this planet. Because I feel something, being a spiritual person, people, us humans, are born in this world. We do our karma. We leave a legacy. Our karma and legacy stays here. But what our soul takes with us is knowledge, the gyan. Our soul takes the knowledge to a very high level. And people who believe in rebirth, that knowledge is again transmitted with that soul into the new body. So in this life now, I'm pretty thirsty to earn different professions. I know there are doctors and lawyers sitting here. They'll be like, if you are a lawyer, you cannot practice medicine. If you're a pilot, you cannot practice either law or medicine. But you know what? Life is an open book. Let's not close it down. I respect the law. I respect the regulation. I love to adhere to that because I'm also a mentor of change, MOC, at Niti Aayog, Government of India's key branch. So I have a diplomatic responsibility towards the mankind. And I'll tell you something, nothing's impossible in life. Breaking out from this point. When I was 16 years old, I had a mad crush on a very pretty looking girl in my class. What I did was, I didn't have the confidence back then to walk up to her and say, hey, look, pretty girl, I really like you. I really admire you. I didn't have the courage to do so. I asked 2-3 of her friends. I used a catalyst to advocate me. I don't know what those young ladies went up and said to her. She comes up straight on my face on Friendship Day, gives me a black band and says, "Tusi baby elephant ho. शक्ल देखिए अपनी आईने में. मेरा भी कुछ स्टैंडर्ड है, समझा करो. शर्म करो जी." अब करे क्या? बच्चे का मुंह लटक गया. मुझे बोलने का मन हुआ, वो बच्चे की जान लेगी क्या? बेबी की जान लेगी क्या? मैंने नहीं बोला, सीधा फंसका यहाँ पे, दिल पे. My heart broke. Tender heart. I said, hey, that's a negative comment told to my face by a very pretty looking girl. What should I do now? She called me fat. By the way, I don't mean to offend anybody by their physical structure or build. That was all juvenile back in the day. I said, hey, I want to look like that Bollywood hero very soon and prove I'm not ugly. Sorry, in teenage, everything is judged by how fat or thin you are. Pardon my language, if you all can. I took up a challenge. I started doing power dieting. I stopped eating properly. खाना छुपा देता था. मम्मी देती थी, मैं चुपचाप जाके कहीं पे छुपा देता था. या नीचे टॉमी द डॉग था, उसको खिला देता था. Sorry. Now, 9 months later, from 78 kg, I straight came down to 44 kg in an 8 to 9 month span. Everybody's reaction was, hey kid, are you okay? तबीयत तो ठीक है ना तुम्हारी? बेटा खाया करो, पहले अच्छे लगते थे. Multiple opinions came into my face. Some said, hey, you look super stunning, man. You look hot. You look very smart. There was another group who said, भाई पहले ही अच्छा लगता था तू, ये क्या कर लिया, कहाँ से आ गया, I said, God bless you. सबको मैंने God bless you बोल के नमस्कार करके आगे गया. I'll tell you what, मैं क्यों इतना मैं बोल रहा हूँ इसके बारे में. जब आप ठान लेते हो कुछ करने का, when you decide to do something from your heart, out of passion, people from all over are going to have their opinion. Or some people are going to use that sentence, freedom of speech. Let them enjoy. Let them do what makes them happy. You should be thankful that you're giving them some entertainment. जो लोगों को मांगता है वो दे दिया आपने. But you do what you feel is right and legal. There are a lot of reactions coming around from many places. They said, you're an investment banker, you aspire to be a lawyer someday, you are a doctor, medical doctor, you are a diplomat. Man, are you lost in your life? Are you not sure what you want to do eventually? I said, what do you say so? I'm not lost. I'm just thirsty to gain more and more knowledge. Because my parents always taught me that knowledge is power. And the more you possess knowledge, the more you can stand up and fight for what is right. As Dharma says, stand with Dharma, stand with honesty. You can fight for anything that's rightful. If you have the time, if you have the passion, if you have the energy, and a little bit of money, see, money is not a problem. If you have the passion, energy, and the time, do what you like. If someday an engineer says, hey, you know what? I want to move into medicine, or I want to fly that airplane, I want to become a pilot, do it. There's nothing wrong. There'll be lots of opinions trying to pull you down. There'll be lots of opinion saying, you're doing a good job. Listen to the good ones. What I do, I take the negativity. When that girl said, you're a baby elephant, you're ugly, I took that negativity, transformed that into positive energy within myself. I never showed any rage to her. When I became Mr. Ria College first runner-up after a year, trust me, that contest was never offered to me when I was out of shape. I made the news in my junior college, high school. Same people came in and complimented me for the way I transformed myself. And I'm at very good friendship with all those people still now. If they never called me a baby elephant, or any of my critiques, if they never did anything bad to me, Dr. Soubir Bhatt would be just Soubir Bhatt, probably sleeping in his bed in his home in Mumbai and enjoying the Sunday. Dr. Soubir Bhatt won't be here as Dr. Soubir Bhatt. Trust me, you need that negativity. Like in medicine, any medical doctors, we all medical doctors know that any human fluid that has been discharged from the human body is a waste. It's negative. But normally how the pharma companies look at it, they look at it as a material that could be transformed into serum or any medication or injection serum to cure big diseases like COVID, cancer, anything that's a killer. Take all the negativity, remember the positivity, take the negativity, process it here, let your hands do the karma. Hands, brain, and heart should be synchronizing. Never go crazy thinking somebody's talking bad about me. People have their opinion. Get over fear of rejection. Trust me, I'm talking in front of an elite crowd now, in front of TEDx brand. 10 years ago, I would have been sweating. But I'm standing and talking as if I'm talking to my family members, my mom, dad, or my cousins, or my college buddies here. Nobody's judging. Hey, we humans aren't perfect. Nobody's perfect. Now, what kind of imperfection you guys love? That's the point. Can you live with my imperfection? That's how I ask myself a question. Can you tolerate my imperfection? If the answer is yes, it's great. If the answer is no, still God bless you. Now I'll just take a minute to get done here. I have multiple careers plus spirituality that makes me an entrepreneur. I'm not afraid of risk or doing an expedition in life, provided it's legal and it doesn't bother other people. I just look into that matter. So I'm going to wrap up by saying, remember this. Parents and well-wishers are your stockholders because they have invested their hopes and dreams in you. Age is just a random combination of digits. Thirst for knowledge never ends. Be happy, feel good. And last thing, I hope this won't be boring, this last line. My parents, my culture, our Indian culture taught us, and at least I took it very seriously, have your feet firmly grounded. It should be planted with the ground. Your heart and your brain should be flying up on the seventh heaven. You're going to rock the world. But if it's the other way around, if your feet is flying up on the seventh heaven and if your mind and heart is buried, it's a disaster for the entire world. Please don't do that. It's a humble request. That's how I'm able to concentrate on multiple careers, diplomatic career, and that's why I'm enjoying my talk show in front of all of you. Before I end, I just want to say Jai Hind. Bharat Mata ki Jai. And we all have excellent, tremendous potential to take Bharat to the highest level of Vishwaguru. I'm proud to be an Indian. First, I'm proud to be a human being with a spiritual mind. Second, I'm very proud to be an Indian. मैं एक भारतीय हूँ. जय हिंद.